Hi everybody, and welcome to this recorded video reading with Miss Whitney B. Today we're going to be doing Tell Me by Groove Theory. It was a breadcrumb I received today and I decided I was going to do a reading for it. I'm going to read you the lyrics and then we'll get into the cards. Okay, so it says, I've been doing my own thing. Love has always had a way of having bad timing. But to my great surprise, ever since I looked into your eyes, I had one question for you. Tell me if you want me to. Give you all my time. I want to make it good for you, 'cause you blow my mind. I promise, boy, that I'll be true. You're the perfect find, so tell me if you want me to. Yeah, if you thought I'd sleep on this, boy, you're wrong, 'cause all I dream about is our first kiss. And you're the first one to make me feel like this, and this one opportunity that I can't resist. No. Boy, you want to know the deal. You are wondering if the words I'm saying are for real, 'cause you got more appeal than any man in this whole world. And baby, I gotta know how you feel. Tell me if you want me to. Give you all my time. I want to give it, I want to make it good for you, 'cause you blow my mind. I promise, boy, that I'll be true. You're the perfect find. So tell me if you want me to. Sweetheart, I know it's time. I let you know. I don't want to rush. We should take it slow. Boy, I can love you. Can you help me grow? Give me a new beginning. All my love, please tell me if you want me to. I want you to. I want you to do. I want to make it good. I want to make it good to you, baby. So tell me. Oh. I want to make it good to you. I just gonna have to. So tell me if you want to do. Tell me if you want me to. Boy, I want to make it good for you. I promise, boy, that I'll be true. Tell me if you want me to. Tell me if you want me to. I promise, boy, that I'll be true. Promise, boy, I'll be true. So tell me if you want me to. Tell me if you want me to. And so I found the lyrics on Lyric Find. And the songwriters are Amel Leroux, Bryce Wilson, and Daryl Brown. Okay, so let's see what the message is about. We're going to get the message, the advice, the support from the universe coming in about the message, and then the signs and symbols and synchronicities that go with it. So we are going to use my Ascended Master deck, Kyle Gray. We're going to pull some cards and see what this message is about. What is the universe trying to convey, seeking to convey with this message? All right, universe, light it up like the 4th of July. Spirit guides, highest self, beings, ascended beings, or any and all beings coming in the highest vibrations of love and light. Please light up what you wish to share with us today through this reading. I am actually going to use a different deck. They're asking. We're going to use this Everyday Witch Tarot, and we're actually going to get the About. They're saying we're going to use this for advice instead. They want to be really concise. And that would be why we're using this deck instead. Messages. Okay, universe, what's this about? What's the channel message going on with this song? Knight of Pentacles. Hard work that's going to pay off. Step-by-step actions in the physical 3D world. Fertilizing the seeds that have been sown. To the Queen of Pentacles, which is that mature divine feminine energy of being practical, making practical decisions that serve the highest and greatest good of all involved. Having solid, good, grounded boundaries. Right here is the 4 of Pentacles, and usually I would consider this the Scroogey McScrooge cards, but in this context, this is about having good boundaries. This is about being honest and standing one's ground in the physical world. If you notice, these are all Pentacles, and this is about the physical world, staying solid, grounded in the physical world. We have 3 more. We have the Knight of Wands, not giving up. It's a bit of a wounded warrior moment, like maybe this person has gone through a lot, or these people, this collective has gone through a lot. But they're not giving up. They're still reaching for true love. Maybe they've never experienced it in this way. And if I recall, that's even in the lyrics, that this person had never been loved that way, but that they're not giving up, and they have hope and faith, and that they're taking these actions to go forward. And we have the Page of Pentacles, which is looking towards the future with prosperity and abundance, with a youthful enthusiasm. And then last but not least, to success with this Victory card, with the Six of Wands, victory, success, public recognition. And so this is about laying a solid foundation in the physical world through balanced divine masculine, divine feminine energy. While the King of Pentacles is not present in the spread, it is over step-by-step actions, having solid boundaries, and not giving up. Also about looking to the future with prosperity and abundance, even though this person may have been through much and is tired, or has really, I just keep feeling like I've just experienced so much. I've gone through so much. And I want to look ahead. I've done heart healing, and maybe it's not fully evolved yet. Maybe it's not at the pinnacle or the full manifestation, that like a flower that's just opening, right? That's kind of page energy, where like no longer a child, no longer a bud, but now actually starting to open its petals. But it's not in that full king energy yet, where it's completely opened and awakened and come into full bloom. And so it's in the process of becoming. But what this person is saying, or what this message is about not giving up and still coming from a fertile, prosperous mindset. But it's not even a mindset, really, because there's no swords here. It's more about a soul level transformation, soul level transformations with the Six of Wands and that victory, with success, with one's community, with one's surroundings, but on a soul level, and then this solid physical 3D world. With the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands, and that's about completion, success, a job well done, and a happy home life, coming home to oneself. And so overall, the message is just about not giving up. And while one may still have some growing to do, some expansion to do, there's still a lot of heart healing that's occurred here. There's a level of independence, a level of self-knowing and self-knowledge. Yes, it could be upgraded because it's the Four of Pentacles. I want to know, give me one more card of clarifier around that. Yeah, this person has solid boundaries and is being very tight to their boundaries because they've been through a great heartache. This is the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is about a heart trauma, a heart pain, like a breakup, or someone who really broke their heart, or life situations that really broke their heart. And so this person is wounded, back to this Nine of Wands with this wounded warrior, but they're not giving up. They're not willing to give up and walk away. It's going to be a process of becoming and being patient and understanding and kind while this person evolves and allows themselves to become who they're all going to be. And what I'm hearing, like Spirit keeps saying, like, this is all of us in some form. Every single one of us has been through our own things that cause us to need healing. Whether that's a breakup, whether it's a pain with, a friendship or a family member, or maybe just a life situation. Like I just heard, like, sometimes life stings, like sometimes shit happens, and it's not because of something you purposefully did, but because something around you, like in your environment, your external environment, where you didn't necessarily have a control over it. And now that may not be the situation for all. For some, that is the scenario. For others, it is the breakup. Because this great sorrow, this great sadness, this great pain, the only way something can affect you in your mental state is having yourself stuck in a past scenario where that is occurring. And that's whatever it is taking you from your now present moment and is causing you to then go into that space of, oh, I have to stand my ground, and I have to be like, a little bitter, or like, maybe bitter isn't the best word, like stingy, maybe, like no, kind of petulant maybe, or like irritated, angry, because they don't know, they haven't worked through and gotten the healing that was needed to be able to move on in a way where they're like, oh, nice try, no problem. you know, I'm heart healed, I'm heart healthy, so I can see that that's you and not me, and that that's not about me. But sometimes, again, when we get caught in the past and over trauma that we experienced, we go to that mental place in our mind and we'll replay that pattern and fear and worry that, is that person doing that? Is that person doing that? They say I can trust them, or this person is showing up in a way that I think is beautiful and authentic, but I've been that person before and I really got hurt. I'm not with it. And so it's caused guardedness, but it's about honoring that self. No one is outside of that. No one is separate from that scenario or that experience. And so it's about honoring that place within ourselves. And if anyone is reflecting that out into your sphere, then that is just something that needs to be healed within you. And so come at that situation with love and respect and compassion and kindness and understanding. Because again, that's not separate than you. That's been a part of you in your story, some way, some form. And integrating it back into wholeness and saying, it's okay. It's okay. I accept you. I find you so good enough, and you deserve, and I deserve, and we can go forward in a beautiful way, having a conversation. No, it may not be comfortable. May not be like all sunshine and roses and beautiful in that sense, but beautiful in the sense of a true, real conversation between two people who are choosing to share themselves with each other. And now, again, this can be any type of relationship, any type of scenario. Spirit is even showing me looking at myself in the mirror. And so whether that's a conversation between yourself and someone else, or just you taking on and being the observer of other energy going around you, it does not matter how it manifests. Spirit is saying it's the same thing. And so look at that part, that reflection, honor it, love it, support it, celebrate that it's there and that it has a right to be there, and that it went through much to get there. That part of yourself went through all these experiences, and yes, they may have been traumatic and painful, but you're better for it. You learned valuable lessons, and you will never repeat those mistakes in the same way ever again. And Spirit is saying that is something to celebrate. Going back to this victory and celebration, you have evolved, you've leveled up, you grew, you learned something new about yourself that you didn't know, in a brand new way. And so they're saying, like, stop judging yourself and saying something is good or bad. Oh, I got duped, or oh, I mistrusted, and oh, I was naive, or I was foolish. Like, okay, and so you learned. Don't judge yourself. Find it so good enough. It's beautiful that your heart was so open and so willing and so pure that you could be naive and look at people with so much love. That's a beautiful gift. That's a beautiful thing. And so don't be so hard on yourself, y'all. And they're saying, like, this is all of us. We're all healing this divine feminine energy. If you notice, while, what is this? Young divine masculine energy. So evolving divine masculine energy with a mature feminine energy, but still it's like, mature, but not all the way mature, because she hasn't fully evolved. She's still doing this boundary thing and being wounded, that she's the wounded warrior, or he's the wounded warrior in the Nine of Wands. And so just taking time with this Queen of Cups, bottom of the deck, to give care to oneself and to others, serving and loving from a full cup, honoring yourself, taking self-care and self-love, and then reflecting back out to the world as all that you are. See how her chair is green? She's sitting on this throne. There's this throne chair with all these kittens, her little family, and then this is green. So she's done her heart healing, and she's communicating with her emotions in a full cup to offer back out to the universe. And she's not doing that with anything outside of herself. That is just as she is in the now moment. And so practicing that. Okay. That's beautiful, guys. Now we're going to move on to the advice. Where to put our focus and to move through this energy. Here we go. I just seen Radha, and Radha is about coming home to one's own soul, to being one's own divine counterpart, to creating balance, unity, and harmony within ourselves. A few years ago, Radha and Krishna came to me and told me that they were going to go on this journey with me, that they were going to help me do this healing work. And so I've learned much from them about channeling and the silent mind, and just different ways to embody energy. Okay. Yeah, guys, basis of the where to put our focus, Hilarion, divine healing. This is about energetic healing energy. And so This is about honoring one's own sensitivity. Again, back to that self-care, that self-love, practicing self-care and self-love. I'm even hearing like, okay, so you don't know how to do that? Cool. That's cool. I didn't know how to do it either. And what you do is you just follow your breadcrumbs, like what feels good, what sounds good, what tastes good, what embodies well, what just like notice what calls to your own heart. Your heart is awakening and it's going through a healing. And the more you step into that and allow yourself to have that healing, the more then you can heal your ancestral lines and break the patterns. Because right underneath this heart healing is the ancestry card, where we are the white eagle, ancestral spirit, and how we're working with our ancestors to heal our lines and to bring truth and authenticity back to our people. And so we're going to turn to the 3 other cards real quick to put our focus on. And actually not real quick, we'll go through each one of them. We have Freya. And Freya is about endings and beginnings, phases and cycles. And her card says there is a beginning within every ending, and illusions are revealed and released. And so Spirit is saying, focus on your inner knowing. Focus on what your intuition is telling you. Focus on what highlights for you, what lights up, what feels right. Follow that. Question the things that stand out to you. If you're reading something or you're watching something and something like pricks at your mind, question it, wonder about it. That's your ancestors. That's the universe talking to you. And they're also saying they would like you to focus on noticing how within every new beginning is an ending, and how within every ending within every ending is a new beginning, and with every new beginning is an ending. The old must be purged for the new to come in. And they're saying it's like the chicken and the egg. One can't come without the other. And so stop letting go. They want completely let go of any and all judgment with the self. Period. No more judgment. Radical self-acceptance. If you don't know what that looks like, there's wonderful videos on YouTube. Just type in radical self-acceptance. You can even go to Google and Google it. Radical self-acceptance. How to be it. How to do it. What is it? It's an amazing journey. I've been practicing radical self-acceptance for a little over a year, and it's helped me work through all my blocks. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfectly clear, but I'm fully activated now, and I'm in alignment with myself, and I'm living my purpose and doing my soul mission, my double mission work so much more clearly. I see myself clearly. I channel and have my intuition is on point because I'm listening. I'm following my impulses. I'm following what I'm guided to do. It's okay if it seems silly or stupid, or you're like, cheese. Why would I be called to look at cheese? I don't know why you're called to look at cheese, but somebody's telling you to look at cheese. Your higher self, an ancestor, a guide, somebody's trying to light something up for you. And so it doesn't matter if it's cheese or a branch or a tree or a twig or a bead or a color or a song or a shirt. It doesn't matter what it is, how it embodies. Just follow the nudge. Now we have focused intent, and this is Diana, and Diana is strong and stubborn and strong-willed. Like, she will not give up. And this is about focusing with non-attachment, but with power. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high and expect the best possible outcome. And so Spirit is saying, reach for the stars. You have the ability to get what you want. You are the divine. You are an infinite spark of the divine. So you are the divine. You are able and capable to align yourself to your highest timelines and have the miracles and the dreams that you desire. That you even want it in the first place means that it's already in your vortex. And if it's in your vortex, that means all you have to do is align to it by doing the self-work and removing any and all resistance, any and all places you judge yourself or find yourself not good enough or have any lack or scarcity mindset. Approach those things. Love them, nurture them, heal them, give to them. Whether that means doing research, whether that means changing a habit, whether that means, yes, it's going to mean a new habit. It's going to mean new things. It's going to be getting rid of old things. It's going to mean lots of things. But whatever it means to you, just focus on that and ask. Call in your guides. Call in your ancestors. Spirits, ancestors, highest self, guides coming in the highest vibrations, and beings coming in the highest vibrations of light. I call on you to help me do this work. And then list your work. What's work? What do you want to focus on today? Some of the things that I ask for are like, universe, light up like the 4th of July. What's for me? Make it so bright. Make it so clear that I don't miss it. That I'm literally like, boom, that's for me. That's mine. Also, like, depending on what it is, like my breadcrumbs, I'm always asking Spirit to guide me on content and how can I share a message or convey a message? How can I serve the greaterness of the all as me? And so those are things I put a focus on. I also put a focus on joyous expansion and seeing the beauty in everything, finding something or admiring or noticing what is beautiful within every single thing. What else? What's another one? Oh, the truth. I asked the universe for the truth. Show me the true essence, the core essence of what this is, whatever it is, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, a being, an experience, no matter what. And so those are just things I do. You're invited to do so many more things than that, or to align. You can use what I use, or you can totally not and do something completely different. That's absolutely fine. It's just an invitation and just an example of a way that you could go about it. Last but not least is Divine Order, and this is Lady Portia. She is the twin flame of Ascended Master Saint Germain. And you actually have double twin flames in here. Freya is the twin flame of Odin. But, and twin flames are the, actually that'll be another video. Go look it up. There's a lot of different interpretations. Definitely take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. And I promise I'll make a video about it. But, so Lady Portia is about divine order, and that's taking step-by-step actions. That's allowing natural flow, giving your own self up to the dance, allowing yourself to do the dance with the universe, and just allow things to naturally unfold. Don't rush, don't push, don't force. Just let it flow. And just follow what feels right. Speak your truth. Be honest. Lady Portia is all about speaking the truth. This is also about this crown chakra energy, as well as, you notice how she has this gem resting right here on her third eye. And so she sees the truth through her third eye, through sacred vision. And then she radiates out integrity through her whole being by how she chooses to embody in her life, by the choices she makes. And so doing what you feel is right, and lessons are unfolding. And so, basically what I just heard is what you're going through right now is in perfect timing and in divine order. You're supposed to be here doing what you're doing right now. You're supposed to be healing. You're supposed to be practicing new ways. Like, it's time to create a whole new world, guys. And the way we're going to do that is by embodying that change ourselves. Nobody is coming here to rescue us. We have to rescue ourselves. How do we do this? We be the change we wish to see. Yeah, that's been said a million times. What does it mean? It means show up the way you would like the world to be. Live in your own integrity. Have strong, true, authentic integrity to your own being, and then be that leader. Don't go talking all around about how you're a leader. Sure, if you are a leader and you want to share that, that's great, and share with others how you became what you are. Wonderful, but be humble. Be a teacher. You are a master. Share your mastery. Okay. All right, I am going to pull some cards to see energetically what the universe is bringing us to support us as we go forward in this. What cards? Scarab beetle is staring at me, and I feel the animal cards are going to be really good, but I think I might do those as sign symbols and synchronicity. Spirit really wants us to start focusing on how the way is through the earth. The way is through husbandry between ourselves and this planet and each other. And we need to create divine balance here and harmony. And how we do that is we live an authentic, I just heard like an authentic power balance where we're not doing power over, we're doing power with. And so we're nurturing and fostering and loving and honoring and caretaking rather than mutilating and doing whatever, willy-nilly without conscious action. It's time to be conscious in a new way. I also just heard we're the light bearers, and so be the leader. Be the leader by embodying that in your own life. And what Spirit is showing me is that is already happening. It's now just acknowledging how you're doing it and putting more conscious thought into how you can expand that and evolve that and invite others in. Many of us are leaders and we're creating communities, and while you may not be aware of that, or many of us may not be aware, many may not be aware of that, that is what's going on. That is what the next 10 years are going to look like, is we're going to be building families and tribes and communities. And so Spirit is saying, be the leader by being the change. Be the change you wish to see. Okay. Support coming in. Universe, support. How are you supporting us through this change and being our leaders? You're helping us come to life. They're helping us show authentic alignment, what it could actually look like to have this authentic alignment, like what it could look like to have our dreams, to have things fall into place and to come naturally from all that we are out into this world without struggle and strife. Like we've been taught that we have to work hard. That's a lie. It's a fucking lie, you guys. It's a lie. You don't got to work for the man. Work for you. So what you wants you. This is law of attraction work. Spirit is going to be aligning us, like I was talking about earlier, with showing us the sweetness in life through alignment. They're going to be showing us that when you focus and you focus on what you want and then you become it to anchor it in, because that's what you have to do. If you want it, you got to be it. Otherwise, you're not in alignment. Then as we do that, everything is just going to unfurl and unfurl. If you notice, you see how this is all the way wrapped up, because it's a co-union, us and universe co-creating together in this beautiful teamwork, team effort experience, which is only anchoring in more and more of our dreams and miracles. Okay, universe, and support coming in at this time to do this work with us. The big bold vision. So universe is definitely going to be bringing us even more visions of the sweetness in life and ways that we can see and live and embody our authentic truth. If you notice, you can see how expanded her throat chakra is. It has a scarab beetle right in the middle of her throat. And this is about, I just actually did some research earlier today on the scarab beetle. And the scarab beetle is the earth and the air elements. It's a very... It speaks with spirit and communicates with spirit, and it has vision, and then it's very grounded in the earth, and it knows how to be magic by being grounded and stable in the physical reality. And so we're being invited basically, and by spirit, by being open and in oneness with ourselves, to enjoy and partake in the sweetness of life, to blossom and bloom with these flowers, to speak our authentic truth, and to be accepted and loved and supported and celebrated just as we are. No mask needed. Just heard that. Spirit saying no more masks, guys. We don't have to wear masks anymore. We get to be our authentic self, and nobody gets to tell you whether that's good enough. Nobody else gets to decide. It's why we need to let go of any and all judgment. So if judgment does come pass by someone else, you're not bothered, because you can look at them and go, good enough. You get to be where you're at. That has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you and where you're at and what you're capable, or how you love, where you're at in your state. Whether maybe that person is being triggered, maybe that person has PTSD, maybe that person has really traumatic experiences. Well, guess what? None of that's about you. And so choosing to be love in the face of that anger or that hate or that disdain or that sadness or that trauma, that is what's about you. Is how you choose to respond to that scenario. Okay, then we have the word wants to be written. And so spirit, again, you see all this divine inspiration coming in, this whole lighting. Do you see how this is purple and orange and red? And this is like indigo purple, which reminds me of the third eye, again, with these sacred visions. And if you see, her eyes are closed, but her crown is wide open, and she's receiving all these visions and communications, all these birds, all this wisdom right in through her third eye. And so spirit is absolutely giving us exactly what we need to transform through our throat chakra, a transformation in our truth, speaking our truth with alignment through our third eye and our sacred vision, all the way out through our crown chakra, which is our I am present, our connection to the divine. And so as we align, we radiate outward like ripples in the water. And so it just keeps radiating out. And it's like a hand feeding a hand feeding a hand. These beautiful unions of souls and beings coming together in this divine energy to create and transform into a whole new way of being and doing. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have going beyond normal. And going beyond normal is about, again, do you see all this beautiful purple and indigo energy? She has a beautiful gem on her third eye because she's looking to her third eye, looking up to the divine to get the inspiration with this gold light bulb. This gold light bulb for me is about divine inspiration and wisdom, and having that basically brought to this being by being open-minded and allowing herself, his self, whoever this being is, and really it's representing all of us, to be open. Then we get to fill our life with divine wisdom and alignment. Can you see that? And again, with these ripples radiating out, as you do it for yourself, you do it for everyone else. And so that double mission work, you're not alone, and you're not doing this work alone, and you're not doing this work just for you. You're doing it for all of us. We all are. Okay, that's what's coming in for support. I'm actually going to pull a couple of my, totally blanked my head what these cards are. Sacred geometry. Here we go. All right. Universe, energetically, what also is at play? I want to see with these energy cards, what's at play? What's being universal love? 44. Fours are about order, structure, discipline, step-by-step actions in the physical form that lead to success. Double fours makes that like a double down on that energy. And then as well, we have 4 to make 8. 8 is about the CEO. It's the manifester, the creator, the being that is in harmony and union and balance with itself, feeding in and out, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so it's about putting down solid foundations that allow for success. And then allow mastery, because that 8 is about mastery, being the master, the CEO. Okay, and then, I'll read the bottom too. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole world of existence. And so basically universe is going to be bringing in, with this Mars retrograde energy actually, and Mars is retrograding in its own sign in Aries. And I just read this whole thing about how basically divine masculine energy is stepping back so that divine feminine energy can come forward and really hold this space to create alignment in a new way again. Ooh. A bunch of cards jumped out, so I'm not going to take them because it's way too many. All right, universe, what else would you like to say about what's coming in for support? Remembrance. We're coming back to the original knowledge of who we are, of all that we are and how we're connected. Remember, there's no separation. We are one. Any place that we have separation in our experience is a place that we have an illusion within ourselves that has to be healed. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully within this life. So yeah, you're going to be going into your like Akashic record and receiving different insights and downloads of lifetimes and experiences, resources, tools, different ways of being that you've gathered over the years. And so Spirit is saying, look to your hobbies, look to the things that you're naturally good at, look to the things that you're naturally drawn to. That will tell you about your history as a soul and what your soul has done when it's embodied. So if you're a creative artist, Spirit is saying you have lived many, many lifetimes as a creative artist. Wonder about that artistry and allow yourself to be brought that information from your higher self so that you can truly see yourself for the divine being that you are. All right, universe, one more, and then we're going to do signs and symbols. Sacral chakra. A sacral chakra is the orange flower, and it supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Again, back to that creativity. And so it doesn't matter how you choose to manifest creativity. It can be food, it can be painting, it can be drawing, it can be writing, it can be woodwork, it can be beadwork, it can be clothing, it can be pottery, and in Spirit saying it's even deeper than that. It can be candle making. It's anything that you basically take your inner divine spark and shine it back out to the universe. That's creativity. That's taking all that you are, what you are, and putting it into a mode that you can freely share with, and then giving it back out. Putting your own unique mark on it, style, symbol, energy, energetics on it. And bottom of the deck is change. So Spirit's bringing in a lot of change, y'all. Spirit ain't playing right now. And this is surrounded by sacred vision and divine speaking one's truth, heart healing, and then passion with that sacred vision again. And so frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new, which kind of feeds back to Freya with phases and cycles, endings, there's a beginning within every ending. And Freya also talks about illusions being revealed and released. And so bringing in that remembrance and healing out any and all separations where you don't feel safe and protected in this world, where you don't feel loved and honored. Any place where you feel that you are not, that you have scarcity mindset, fear, anxiety, worry, separation from this now moment, basically is anything that can fall into that category. Anything that takes you from the glory of this present moment, which is each now moment, that is something that needs to be healed. And you can get support from your guides for it. Okay. All right, we're going to get some charms. Okay, I'm going to ask around too. I wanted to see what Spirit said, don't forget the dice, so I will roll some dice. We have masculine energy. We have Saturn. What is that? Divine feminine energy. So it's a balance of the divine feminine, the divine masculine with the sun. And then Neptune. So through the dream state, we're creating a balance with ourselves and to the whole universe by balancing divine feminine, divine masculine through sacred vision in the dream state. And so I would look into wherever Neptune is placed in your birth chart, because that will tell you about where you're working and learning on and within yourself. Also, because of the sun, I would look into what planet your sun is in and see and what signs are there, and see what's going on with all of that. And then we also have 5, 6, 9, and then Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, Scorpio, and Virgo. And so we'll do this one more time. 11, 12, 7, 8. So there's upgrades going on, guys. And it has to do with Gemini balancing. Gemini is about the balancing of the twins. The duality within us, balancing that. And then also we have Aries. And Aries is, again, Mars is retrograde in Aries. And so I would look up where Mars is in your chart and where Aries falls in your chart as well. Because you're going to see where you're kind of stepping aside of that energy. That energy is being shadowed or eclipsed so that other energy can come forward. And so notice, go look and see. And I'm seeing Cancer. And so where is your emotional healing? Like, where is Cancer placed in your chart? I would look that up as well, because I'm hearing emotional healing. I'm also hearing going through the wound to heal it. You have to go through it to get to the other side of it. Before it can be healed. And it has to do with balancing the dualities. Okay, and then again, 11, 12, and 7, 8. And so I would look at these numbers. 8 is another number that we were talking about earlier. 7 is the seeker. 8's the CEO. And then 11 and 12. 11 is high, strong transformation. And 12, it's the balancing with, it's the self, and then balancing and harmony, balance within the self. And it's also the 12th house, which is Pisces. I would go look up and see what's going on there, which then relegates back to Neptune. All right, and then we'll get some charms and we will call it a day. I just heard, guys, focus on sound frequency healing. Spirit is saying, oh yeah, okay. Ooh, we got lots of charms and little notes. Okay, we have the wind chime charm. And this charm is about sound frequency and doing healing with sound frequency. And so YouTube is a wonderful place to go and just turn on some meditative music. Listen to 432 music, 967. I don't know. There's different frequencies. I'm sorry, I don't have them right off the top of my head. But there's different frequencies you can use. Also, if you guys are looking for quality meditation, Steve Noble makes excellent ones. He has many playlists on YouTube. They're excellent and they don't have commercials. Then we have this pink bird, and birds are about communication. And because it's silver and pink, silver to me is about lightning. It's about insight coming in from the divine. And it's with pink, and pink is about as above, so below. And so communicating with, or inspired communication that speaks the truth, as above, so below, meaning your highest version of yourself coming through this 3D version of yourself. We have a young man on a journey. And so this is about the evolution of a spirit. This is about the journey of coming into full maturation, I just heard like full manhood, like walking into that full maturation. So divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever energy resonate with gender wise, it's just energy, guys. But what it all comes down to is going on this pilgrimage journey to become the full evolution of the self. We have the gift bearer. And so you guys are going to be getting some gifts from the universe. The universe is definitely going to be bearing gifts to this young man or young woman on the journey. And so you're supported. This is that that purple again with that I am presence. So the more and more you walk into all that you are, you're going to be getting those gifts of alignment. You're going to be getting that success. Okay. Now we have W letters. W, H, S, V, E, there's a we, P, and F. And then backspace. Oh, with the pink heart. Loving as above, so below. So speaking your authentic truth as all that you are. Don't hide and don't stray from yourself. You're beautiful. Share that love with the universe and you will be rewarded through expressing that love, because you will be getting your own love back. Remember, the whole world is a mirror. The first principle of the universe is that it's entirely mental. And so you reap what you sow, what you project, you receive. So project love, receive love, be that change, and you receive it. And last but not least, the backspace. And so sometimes we have to go backwards to go forwards. And don't, again, letting go of judgment. Let it go. It's okay that you made a mistake. It's okay you didn't get it right the first time or the 5th time or the 12th time or even the 50th or 100th or 1000th time. It doesn't matter. It's okay every time you learn something new. Every time you learned a new way to go about it. And so Spirit's saying honor that. Practice makes a master. Do you know the difference between a master and a beginner? Well, the beginner hasn't practiced. That's all. There's nothing special. It's just practice. It's about effort. It's about time. It's about focus. And the more love you bring to that process, the more ease and flow and grace you will experience. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this reading. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you soon.